What's going on, dude?
Dude,
Nice to meet you.
thank you so much for coming.
Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, this is an absolute pleasure. How you guys doing?
Yeah, doing good.
Yeah? Zeke, everything good?
Yeah.
All right.
Where'd you come from?
What's that?
Where'd you come from? Just right now?
Oh, just around the corner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You're downtown based still?
No, moved like from downtown to Playa Vista and now then Santa Monica, and I just moved literally last week to Woodland Hills.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's not that far from here. It's probably
No.
like half an hour maybe.
Yeah, that's closer to your studio though. You guys are
Yeah,
in
we're
Woodland Hills, right?
Calabasas.
Oh, Calabasas.
Calabasas, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Are you liking it over there?
Yeah.
Cool. Do I need to go lower?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. How's that? Cool. Awesome. Yeah, man. How many shows are you doing now? You got Fighter and the Kid. You
Yeah.
have Big Brown or no?
Oh no, so the name changed multiple times.
Yeah.
So it was Big Brown Breakdown in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Then it became Below the Belt when it got picked up by Showtime.
Yeah.
And then now it's Shop Show. Still the same show, it's just MMA related, but 3 different names.
Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the Shop Show in a while.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Do you follow MMA much?
What's that?
Do you follow MMA much?
Yeah, I can't wait for tomorrow.
Oh yeah, tomorrow's the legit one of the best fights.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I mean, Volkanovski's pound for pound number 1, right?
now, yep.
Islam is number 2 pound for pound.
I
And
think
so
he is number 2. Yeah.
that rarely happens where both are pound for pound.
They're both champions too.
Yeah.
And then Volkanovski's the lighter guy moving up to fight the bigger guy. So that's even crazy right there too.
He used to play rugby.
Okay, so he's 145er in the UFC. He played rugby at like 220 or something pounds, and he's a really small guy, like height wise.
Do you have a pick for tomorrow?
I really want Volkanovski to win, but it's too difficult to know. Do you?
I am assuming, or I think Islam will win, and this has
Yeah.
come from a
He
casual
should win.
spectator
Yeah, he should win.
because of how dominant he is with everybody else.
Yeah.
It's that big gap between how he faced like Charles in the last one and how it
Like
seems.
that, dude.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, what's he gonna do different with Islam?
Mm-hmm.
But then when I watched him play rugby, I was like, dude, this guy's like a little.
Yeah, dude, he's a tank, absolute tank, and he doesn't stop. Cardio's crazy. It'll be fun to see, man. It's gonna be super exciting.
The UFC daily vlogs they had on it. Embedded vlogs, yeah. They were showing how he's been training with people like clapping around him and him going from like kicking to like doing some pull-ups and then just changing it up so much to like mimic what a real fight would be.
Yep.
And I'm like, oh, that's so smart, especially with the loud noises around him so he doesn't get like distracted. That always amazes me.
Yeah, and plus it's his hometown, or Australia's his hometown,
Yeah.
Volkanovski. So he has a huge crowd that's going to be completely cheering for him. So that's good that they prepared that way. Like
Yeah.
you get your mindset that way, you know. And they even like prepare. They will do fake winning stuff too.
Right.
Well, they'll be like, "You were now the winner." They raise his hand, all that stuff, just so it's in his head.
That's
It's
so
super
clever.
crazy, yeah.
That's so smart. But this is one of the reasons why I wanted you to come on today. I really love the story of how you joined the Fighter and the Kid.
I'm surprised you even knew who I was in the first place.
What do you mean?
I'm just surprised. I don't know.
wait. Well, knew you?
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Here's the thing. This is what I really respected and loved about your story is the tenacious attitude you had of just showing up to the show knowing that they were looking for a new producer. And I feel like a certain kindred spirit with people like that who just go for it, who just make the effort to go, hey, I'm here, I'm professional, check out my stuff. And that forwardness I feel is lacking a lot of nowadays with the younger generation. And when I say younger generation, I feel like I'm 35. I don't know how old are you?
I'm 45.
Okay, 45.
Yeah.
Okay, younger generation.
Yeah,
I feel like
like
that's
20s.
lacking a lot.
Okay.
Yeah. But that I respect that so much, man. And that.
Thank you, man.
But where did that come from for you? Because that's always a curious question for me with people.
I don't know where it came from. I just remember. So I've said this story before on podcasts, but
Yeah.
I'll just break it down really.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I was a fan of Fighter and the Kid for a while. Then I kind of dropped off. I don't know why I dropped off, but then I remember there was an episode where I don't know if you remember this, where Joe Rogan told Brendan Schaub to retire, basically.
Yeah.
And then the way Brian and Brendan handled that,
Yeah.
I was like, it was so sweet. Brian's like taking care of him, and I'm like, damn, how could Rogan say that on air? That's so messed up. Looking back, I wouldn't have my job if that didn't happen in the first place, too, right? So,
Right.
And it was a great decision. But at the time, I was like, damn, that's so harsh, man. And the world's going to see this. It's like, ah. So then I got back on the Fighter and the Kid train.
Yeah.
Started listening to it more, and it was super funny. They were produced by Fox Sports at the time. Mm-hmm. Then something happened with contract negotiations. They got apparently kicked out of Fox.
Yeah.
They had to start a new studio. So then Brendan was on Rogan's show and saying, like, hey, we're looking for a producer. So I'm like 2 a.m. in bed, and I'm listening to the podcast. I'm like, what? And I just literally got laid off my job as a producer for a Korean television network. So then I was like, okay, screw it. How do I get an email? So I tried to look for their email. The only email I could find was their Fighter and the Kid shop for merchandise. So I sent them all this stuff, resume stuff and all that stuff. Never heard back. Then I was like, what else can I do? So I got a thumb drive, put all the stuff that I was proud of. Like, I built studios, did music, did voiceover, did video stuff. I put the best stuff on that thumb drive. And then I found out Brendan was going to be at the Laugh Factory. So I was like, I might as well just go there. Just see, just to give it a shot. Let's see if I can even see him there. Luckily, he was there, performed, walked off stage, and I just ran up to him.
Yeah.
He thought I was going to take a picture with him, right? He's like, yeah, sure. I'm like, no, actually, here's the thumb drive. And I got like a little Lego thumb drive, so it's unique.
Right.
And then I was like, hey, all my stuff is on here. I can be your next producer, this and that. And he was like, oh, shit. Put it in his pocket, and then didn't hear back from him. Luckily, at that time, you could DM. I think that just came out on Instagram. I don't know how long it's been around. But then I DM'd him, and he goes, dude. He's like, dude, yeah, I remember you. You reminded me of when I tried to get a job somewhere, so we'll give you a shot. He said 30 days, and now it's been like 6 years with the shows.
I got to break this down a little bit to figure out like your mindset during all this. Do you think you would have really pushed for this job or gone for it if you weren't fired or let go? Or I don't know if you were fired.
No, not fired.
Sorry.
Laid off.
Laid off.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Just causing unnecessary drama.
It's all good, man. But either way,
Yeah.
I'm not with that company.
Right,
so
right.
it's the same thing.
Yeah. But like, do you think you would have pursued it if you hadn't been laid off?
To be honest, man, like, I don't. Here's what's weird. So the company I was working for is called KBS. They're the largest Korean television network. They have a branch in America, here in the U.S., in Los Angeles. So then the show that I was working on is a K-pop show. So luckily, people love K-pop. And I was producing these shows where I was a voiceover artist as well. So I would teach these Latin American or Spanish speakers to do, okay, we're translating Korean into English and then English into Spanish so that we can have our show be published in like 9 countries in Latin America.
Okay.
So I'm basically teaching them a voiceover style of how to do it, Korean style, but in Spanish.
Yeah.
So we were doing that. We had the number one. Our show was like doing the best, and it's not just because of me, because K-pop is freaking huge, right? So then, when they had a new CEO, CFO come in Korean companies, they come around like every 2 years. They switch. So they go back to Korea. They come to America and Korea. They just keep switching.
Oh, interesting.
It's really trippy. So the new guy's like trying to, what can we do to cut costs? So our thing costs the most because there's a big production, recording, all that stuff. So then that's how I got laid off. But when I got laid off, since I built the studio, I was like, can I rent this studio on the weekends so I can learn podcasting? Because I was super into podcasting. So I would do all these like little podcasts for free.
Yeah. And
then that's the time when that happened, because I was already like preparing to do something in podcasting. So I think I would have done it regardless. But of course, being laid off was like you're way more hungrier to do it.
The fire's underneath you for that, you know? I think that's so important in life, to have that fire underneath you.
For sure.
To keep yourself going, especially in the entertainment field. I'm an actor. Obviously, there's always that fire underneath you.
By the way, great actor. I saw your stuff on YouTube, too.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, appreciate it. Mm-hmm. But yeah, for artists or creatives to keep going forward and evolving, that needs to be there, especially to make those big jumps. And it's super scary sometimes, especially in the lull times, But growing up, did you have that kind of like tenacious attitude as well? Because obviously, for like as an actor, we get no's all the time. It's not even a no. It's like you don't hear back.
Yeah, it sucks, I'm sure.
Yeah. So it's like you didn't hear back from him, and so it would have been so easily to go, well, I already sent him my stuff. Yeah. I mean, what else can I do? Kind of attitude. Do you just go, fuck it, I'm gonna go, basically?
Yeah, so I started reading a lot of like inspirational, motivational stuff during that time, just for my own well-being. I just wanted to be positive and happy, and I just remember thinking like, read stuff about positivity. I'm like, whatever happens, just continue to be positive. I applied for a bunch of different jobs, and so like one of them was Fox, which is kind of crazy, right?
Yeah.
And then I got like 3 interviews. I was supposed to get the job, and then suddenly they went with someone internal, and I'm like, okay, something else is gonna pop up. It'll be fine. Normally I'd be like, oh, I was right there. It didn't work out. And then but I started being more positive. So once I started doing that, then I became like, okay, he didn't respond to the email. He didn't respond to, after I gave him the drive. But I'm gonna give it another shot. Who cares? What's gonna happen? Just be positive. And that actually worked out.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So I think the positivity thing for sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think that's a choice for people.
I think so too. Yeah.
I really
because I wasn't like that before.
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh, they don't want me. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that takes a lot of mental control too, because it's easy to get into that negative mindset of replaying negative thoughts or imagining negative scenarios that aren't even happening.
Of course, yeah.
And so it takes a lot of mental discipline for that. And that's cool that you got basically help with the mental thought process through just, motivational
Just
books
reading
and
stuff,
quotes. Yeah. That's great.
Yeah.
Jocko's book, Extreme Ownership. Have you read that?
No, we just talked about it on the podcast the last episode. I actually titled it Extreme Ownership for a second too.
Yes, I actually I saw that one. That was funny. Yeah,
but I do follow Jocko. I know. Yeah, I know.
That book helped me tremendously, especially in trying to put together my own podcast and what's necessary for that, and also in my personal life of what am I in charge of? What can I be in control of to make my situation better? And there's actually a lot that people can do. This is so random, and I want to mention this before I forget. Did you hear about the UFO they shot down? I know this is such out of left field.
Not the Chinese balloon.
No.
Okay.
No. This happened a few hours ago, like earlier today.
No, I didn't hear this. You're not joking.
I'm not joking. I know this was what I wanted to open with, but I just totally forgot.
Dude, that's cool. I want to hear about it.
Okay. They shot it down over Alaska. I know this is such a curve. This is the show, by the way, in a nutshell. They shot it over Alaska. And it was the size of a car, they said, and it had no defining features. It looked like a silver Tic Tac, and they shot it down. And I'm like, and that's all they're talking about. They're not releasing anything else about it.
How do people know then?
Oh, they had a like a Pentagon briefing thing, but that's all they talked about.
Way.
And so I'm like, this is it. This is happening. This is what I want.
Do you want this?
This is so like I don't know. I don't know. It's just amazing.
It is cool. I mean, this is like cool, but it's also kind of scary if it's actually UFO.
I know.
And what are they like? Where is it from? What are they doing with it?
Yeah.
Yeah. But that is kind of damn cool though.
Oh, dude, I'm like getting like kid, nervousness thinking about this.
Butterflies.
Yeah. Oh man. Do you believe in aliens?
So you said that UFO stuff, right?
Yeah.
I used to go every summer to a place called Lake Havasu in Arizona. I don't know if you guys know Lake Havasu. It's like if you ever see like videos of boats and girls they throw beads and they show their boobs and all that stuff, that's that place.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's just a bunch of stuff. But then me and my buddy were driving back from Arizona to California, and then we were driving back. There's I think there's a military base or something over there, right?
Yeah.
We saw three different lights go like big, like this, stop, and just doing this, and we pulled off. Is this real? We didn't have our camera phones at that time though, right? So then, is this real? What the hell's going on? And then we just saw them do this, and they would fly super fast. Then one would go away, come back, and then they all took off. And I'm like, okay, that's a UFO. I can't explain that. Because they look big, like airplanes, but they moved like if you put a laser pointer, like that fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I do believe there is something out there, or just incredibly, like, advanced technology that some people have. I don't know what it is.
I don't know. It makes my mind think. Like. I don't know if the government has it and they're testing it, for this long, but the stories that have come across this, like people all over the world, like not just here, but in Africa over the decades and decades and decades, even like old Victorian paintings, you'll see stuff in them.
Like
I know
UFO type thing?
Yeah. There's
aliens.
all these like stories where you're like, wait a minute, There's something going on here. This isn't like conspiracy theory, where it's like crazy stuff. Like, we're seeing more and more evidence. The Joe Rogan episode with that guy who
Fravor or something like that. The
pilot.
pilot?
There was the pilot one, which you're like, whoa, okay. But then Jeremy Corbell and
I know you're talking. That's
Bob Lazar.
Bob Lazar, yeah.
Listen,
Yeah, man. I don't know.
I bullshit for a living as an actor, right? And my BS radar is pretty good.
Pretty good.
I've met a whole range of people in my life, and usually I can tell when somebody's, exaggerating a little bit or just totally lying, or it's like, whoa, this person has no reason to lie. They seem pretty truthful. They could be a psychopath, but they seem
sociopath.
Yeah.
But you think Lazar, when you watched him,
man,
he's legit?
All his mannerisms, he's either the most clever sociopath ever, or he's telling mostly true things.
Yeah.
That's hard to bullshit like that.
He would have to be one of the best actors you've ever seen, then, right?
Oh,
basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not even Daniel Day-Lewis could do what he that kind of
Yeah.
Especially in long form interview like that, and then the other videos of him from the past and how he's acting, where he's genuinely like, I don't want to talk about this. Something's up, because when people are like, I'm hesitant to talk about it, then you're like, okay,
Yeah.
all right. But your experience with those 3 UFOs, could they have been lasers, you think? Like those high-powered lasers that people have?
No, it was in the sky.
Okay.
If it was against a mountain or something like that,
Yeah.
then it's possible. But it was just legitimately, we had no way to explain it.
Okay.
But it's by a military base too, so I'm like, I feel like it could have been aliens at the time, but now that I'm researching this stuff more, by researching I mean just listening to podcasts and all that stuff.
Yeah.
The more I feel like they are just incredibly advanced technology, like drones or something with, I don't know what it is, but
Yeah.
we saw it and we both.
That's okay.
This mic.
I know.
Because I use my hands a lot. So.
That's okay.
But we both saw it, and we'll never forget it. Me and him shared that. So
It's like lightning. When you see lightning, you're like, oh, there it is. And there it's gone.
And it's gone.
It's gone. What were you going to say, Peyton, about the news story? It looked like you were about to say something.
Oh, no, I didn't. I haven't heard of this. No.
Oh.
I heard about it. I also
What?
the way you said it.
Yeah.
no, I heard about it, and also the way they have been referring to it in the news and the press conference. They didn't call it the wordage was different. They called it an object, and they didn't call it
UFO.
the way they referred to the Chinese weather balloon is different than the way they're referring to this.
Yes.
So that's a big deal, apparently.
Don't they not even call it UFO anymore?
They call it something else. There's
UAP.
Yeah, there you go. something like that.
UAP.
Yeah.
And what is it?
Unidentified aerial phenomenon.
Why?
Dang, you know a lot about this.
I do. I love
Was it
aliens.
you? Was it you?
When you get to know him, you might have suspicions that Zeke might be an alien.
But yeah, it's very interesting, dude. I saw it at work 5 hours ago, and I was like, oh shit, this is crazy. I mean, people are getting worked up about it right now.
Are you seeing this through social media, or are you guys watching
Yeah,
TV or something?
it was on Reddit.
Yeah.
On Reddit.
And
Yeah.
Twitter and
Okay.
on
Everywhere.
It was on internet.
crazy.
I don't know
I
if you've heard. Yeah. No. Yeah.
I don't have regular cable TV, so I don't have the news. I just go through Instagram. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Same.
Okay.
Yeah. I got rid of cable TV. All I have is streaming services.
Who
Yeah.
uses cable?
I know. That's the.
Don't you kind of miss commercials sometimes? I don't know why I miss commercials sometimes.
No.
I
you
pay
know-
to not have commercials.
Yeah,
Like
I pay on YouTube Red and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't stand commercials unless I'm acting in one and getting
Then,
paid.
yeah, you definitely gotta do it.
I love commercials.
Like during the holidays, I like to see commercials.
Yeah.
I like that stuff, but yeah. But then I do pay for the YouTube premium or whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's like $11 a month. Yeah, to not have any commercials.
Yeah, that's a question I'll ask you afterwards. Yeah. Anyway, this took a detour, but I was
Yeah.
just so excited to bring this up because, man, can you imagine if they're like, no, that would cause riots.
If there's actual aliens.
Yeah,
you're saying.
that would cause
Yeah, they
mass
would never say
hysteria.
that.
No, they
No,
would not. They'd
they
be like,
couldn't.
they'd tell the aliens, please don't do this. We have a good thing going for us. Do not do this to us.
Yeah,
Man.
but that is pretty sick to know.
Do you Do you believe in anything spiritual to get you going through the day, or do you not like to talk? If you don't like to talk about that, that's fine. But I'm just curious. Yeah.
No, I think the older I get, the more spiritual I get. Yeah. Before, when people would say, even like energy and all that kind of stuff, people would talk. Even my parents would be like, if you move into a house, make sure no one died in there or something like that. Before, I'd be like, what? Yeah. I'm afraid of ghosts, obviously, but do I believe that something's gonna happen? Now, the older I get, I'm like, okay, there might be something to it. Yeah. So I get more spiritual as I get older. Yeah. For sure. What about you?
Yeah, absolutely. I believe in a creator of all things, and it's like God, but it's not the, old man in a clouds kind of situation. Yeah. I think it's much more complex and deep and beyond our understanding, and we can get little bits of that connection if we pursue that. And some people consider it maybe the universe and everything. But I can only speak from my personal truth, so that's why I'm always kind of a little bit guarded to talk about that on air, because I don't want to ever feel like I'm preachy or anything like that.
Nah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I definitely am for sure. A lot more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen a ghost?
Have I seen a ghost? Okay, this is the lamest thing ever.
I can't wait.
This is so lame.
Let me open this first.
Sure.
Okay.
I should take a drink too.
Yeah.
Do you know when you guys do this thing? That thing? That sound? So I remember I was trying to practice it as a kid.
Yeah.
I always wanted to learn it to make it sound awesome.
Yeah.
I kept doing it, and then so I'm best friends with my neighbor. Let's say that my room's over here.
Yeah.
My neighbor's house is over here, so I'm best friends with him. Okay. Their family was gone. They were out somewhere. My parents were not home either, right? So it was just me in the room watching TV, just doing that.
Yeah.
And then so I kept doing it, and then I heard it back to me. Like multiple times, I'm like, what the? So I ran out to the backyard to see if anyone's there. The lights are off, no one's home, and I just ran out of the house and I waited for my parents to come back.
Whoa!
But that's the lamest ghost story. This sound, no wait. That is the lamest. But that's like the closest thing I've ever had to an actual ghost story. Yeah, I mean,
okay, yeah, but that's still terrifying. Yeah, that's terrifying if you're alone in a home.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. What about you? Have you seen ghosts?
Not. I had a really bad case of sleep paralysis that freaked me out as a kid.
Oh, for sure.
My old house back in Oklahoma, that's where I was raised most of my life. Man, this house was creepy. Anytime I have a nightmare, it's always in that house with a witch in it. And my brothers had that too growing up. Uh-oh. And we'd be in the living rooms, and it'd just be me and my brothers. At that time I was probably like, 12, or 11, and then my parents would be out, and it's just me looking after my brothers. We'd just be hanging out in the living room, and then we just hear like footsteps run, like it would sound like footsteps down the upper hallway. Yeah. And we always just were scared in the house. It wasn't an old house, but and
there's some sort of energy.
Well, yeah, because whenever we moved out, I still had to go back to that house and mow the yard because we hadn't sold it yet.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, oh my God, I had to walk through the house by myself. And whenever I'd be mowing the yard in the backyard, that feeling you get like when you're in traffic and you just look to your you're like 7 o'clock and somebody's staring at you. There's no reason for you to have looked back there, but you just felt like something. Man, outside the windows of that house, you'd always feel like something's in there watching me.
Screw that, dude.
Yeah. But
how many times do you have to go back and mow?
A lot. We
sucks.
didn't. Yeah, it was miserable. When we sold that house, I was like, thank God. I will never go back in that house. But the witch thing really freaked out my brother William. We were in the living room talking about that, and
that is a common sleep paralysis thing. It's called the old hag. A lot of
what the hell?
I'm serious. It's a well-known thing. A lot of males experience sleep paralysis from an old, demon-like lady. A lot of times she'll scratch you like a cat. Look it up online. I promise you, it's a thing.
Thanks, man.
That's a
better explanation though. You don't have to freak out.
It's a common sleep paralysis.
You're right. Yeah.
Cool. You had the hag.
I had it one time too. So,
I'm serious. Caught a case of the hag.
No, I'm serious. But
hag get you?
When I read about it online, I was like, oh shit, this is like a common phenomenon.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel left out. The hag never got me. Did
Yeah,
the hag
well-
get you?
No, thank
No?
God it didn't get me.
I know.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll talk after.
The more you know.
So real quick, I'll
Yeah,
tell
yeah.
you this story. So I only have one brother, big brother.
Yeah.
And one of his closest friends, the guy's name is actually Jester. His name's Jester.
Okay.
So I remember growing up with him around the house, and he and his family had ghost experiences, and not just small ones, like horrific. So him and his sisters would be in the room. They said their house was haunted. You know the whole stuff you see on like movies with the drawers, the cabinets. That happened. He's telling me that happened at his house, and his family, him and his sisters would just hold each other, wait for it to be over, like stuff like that. He would sleep and see someone on the edge of the bed, and he would freak out. So he would stare until the morning came, right? Just keep staring, and as soon as the sunlight came out, it would just sort of dissipate. As he's telling me these stories, he's crying. I was like, "What the freak, dude?" So my brother and him would drive to around that house where he used to live. And my brother said that him and his friends, as soon as they would get near, like past a certain part of the street, they would all get like chills, like super chills. And then as soon as they pass it, it's gone.
Dude, you just remind me of my old house when you're saying this stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but like now I'm like recalling. Now my eyes are getting a little
damn.
teary-eyed. Holy crap, that's so bizarre.
Wow.
What? I don't know what it is then about that house.
That's why the whole energy thing, like,
Something must
Yeah.
have gone down.
Yeah.
Something must have gone down. Why are you laughing, babe?
Just the phrasing of that, like, shit must have gone down in this house. Like,
I mean, it would seem that way.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's when I talk about it too, I get like, like chills too. It's freaking crazy.
Especially like those are really interesting years as a kid, going from like 3rd grade to, I think, 9th grade.
Mm-hmm.
You know, those are really
Formative years for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think your mind is way more open to imagination too. At that
Yeah.
they say, or just more open to believing stuff that we kind of easily like pass off now.
Here's something I can never explain, and I'm not going to say it was a UFO because I don't know what it was, but I remember specifically one night I woke up, lights, and this sound was coming from outside of my bedroom window, and it was on the 2nd floor, and I was too scared to even go outside and look,
Yeah.
and it looked like lights just going, and it was like this, like a hum, like a deep hum, and then it eventually went away, and I always regretted not going out to see what it was, but I was scared.
Of
you know,
course,
kid.
you're scared. How are you gonna do?
I know. Anyway,
If this little thing made me run out of the house, I can't imagine seeing something or seeing or hearing stuff like that and going towards it.
I don't know what it is. Do you? I'm fascinated with dreams, and I've been what's it called, lucid dreaming a lot lately.
I do that too.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your lucid dreaming experiences like?
Well, as soon as I know I'm in there, which is one of the most amazing feelings when you actually, oh crap, this is a dream. I know I'm in a dream, because it would start off with being scared, right?
Yeah.
So there'd be like some sort of like demon or ghost, and then I'm like, I'm gonna fight back, and finally I'm like, wait, this is a dream. Then I'll catch it, and then what I'll do immediately is I'll fly. Yeah.
Same.
Really?
Same.
It's so cool to just soar, and it's so dope. And then sex, obviously too. You gotta have sex.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure. That was a curveball, but I liked it.
Yeah.
I liked it. I'll tell you my lucid dream last night. That's what happened. I realized I was dreaming, and then I was like, oh, I'm out of here. And I wanted to go as fast as I could. And I remember flying up as high as I could and trying to go fast. And then I ended up in have you heard of Backrooms? It's a creepy pasta thing.
I think I've heard of it. Can you elaborate?
Yeah, so the back rooms are where you glitch in real life and you end up in what seems like this yellowish tone office space, but there's no office furniture or very little, and the walls, it's like a maze, and it has that horrible ceiling tile. Can you pull up a picture of some backroom stuff, Zeke? Would you mind? Thank you.
Yeah, I've heard of this. I think my brother told me about a YouTube channel that does that or something like that. Yeah,
They actually got picked up for a film or a TV show to do a backrooms thing, which is going to be awesome because I love creepy pasta stuff. Yeah, like that.
Yeah, I remember this now.
Yeah,
it is
yeah,
freaking
yeah.
creepy. Even though it's like so general, it's still creepy.
There's something unsettling about
Yeah.
imagining yourself in there. I think also my imagination skills get the better of me.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a Steam game.
That's a more realistic kind of.
Yeah, that's a real picture of like a real place that
That's
looks
actual
like.
back room.
Yeah, like what in real life? Yeah.
Okay.
So it was a back rooms, but imagine a museum dedicated to Disney memorabilia, but nobody's in there working.
That's creepy.
Very creepy. Very creepy. That was my dream last night.
So when you're lucid dreaming, this is the thing that I can't fix. I don't know how to do it. As soon as I know I'm lucid dreaming and then I want to stay in it, I just start, oh crap, I'm drifting away, and I get out of it. Like I want to keep it going, but I can't maintain it.
Yeah.
Do you? Or are you able to stay there for a while?
No, I think when I get too emotionally charged in the dream, that's what wakes me up.
Okay. So you actually wake up.
Yeah, and I feel that, it's slipping away because I'm getting so emotionally worked up. I'm feeling my physical body as I'm dreaming, and I'm like, oh shit, no, stay in. And something similar to that, but it's when I'm emotionally charged.
Gotcha. I'll just go back to sleep, just the regular sleep, and I'll know it. I'll be, oh crap, sleeping.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm surprised you even know you're discussing topics that are kind of deep to me too. The whole ghost stuff and lucid dreaming. That's kind of insane.
Bro, I'm being serious. That's why whenever I heard you, whenever I would hear you talk on the Fighter Kid podcast or something else or one of your vlogs, I'm like, I know I would vibe with him. I don't know why, but I have that energy thing, where I'm like, that tenacity. Whenever you told that, when I heard that story the first time, I was like, that guy gets it.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Because
I sometimes feel like the crazy guy in my life because I'm too
going after it.
Yeah, and I feel like I have to pull it back sometimes in front of to stay professional, especially with my agents and reps because I feel like calling them every day. I'm like, cool, what happened? What do we got in today? What can we do? What can I do? And you can't really do that in the acting field. So that's why I've started doing this podcast because I love talking with people. I love podcasting. It's a skill that I feel like I've been developing and getting better at. And then also my other side things that I love to do. I just got into Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu too a few months ago.
I saw your Instagram. That's dope, dude. How long ago?
A few months ago.
Like,
November, I think. October.
How do you like it? I'm sure you love it. Everyone seems like they love it when they get into it.
I was a black belt in Taekwondo. I stopped in college.
Taekwondo, that's Korean, baby.
Yeah. And then I've done yoga for a long time, but the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, I call it murder yoga now.
Because you could, essentially.
Yeah. But it's it makes sense physically.
Yeah.
For what the human body is. It's the most approachable martial art, I think, for a lot of people because you don't need to punching and
you're
kicking.
Not knocking someone out.
That's kind of technical, but grappling, we're monkeys, we're made for that kind of stuff.
Yeah. And I think it's like, I remember my ex, I would try to, I'm not formally trained in jiu-jitsu, but I'm around a lot of people that do jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
So I would always just teach her, I think for women especially if you're a small girl, right? They should definitely learn it. So I'm always like, if someone does this, I showed her rear naked choke, triangle, all that stuff. And then she's tiny, but she would get me to tap because she learned how to do it really well. I think it's super important for girls to do.
The girls that I've rolled with who have been doing it for a while, and when I say a while, they're like four stripe white belt, or a blue belt. They make me tap.
Yeah.
Dude,
that's
I
what's
can't
beautiful
tap.
about that.
I was like,
sport,
whoa. And they're lighter than me. They're, smaller frame. And I'm like, that's incredible.
Yeah.
That's something everyone should learn how to do.
Without a doubt.
What was I leading up to that?
You just started jiu-jitsu.
So I don't feel like that's why I have to do all these other things because I feel like I'm always trying to get after it kind of personality with how I am mentally and stuff. Because I came out here for a reason, for acting and to take care of my family, and that's what I want to do. So
that's awesome too, man.
Yeah,
that's good to hear. How big is your family?
Mom and dad, they're in Oklahoma, and then I'm the oldest brother. My middle brother, he lives with me. He's a music producer and musician, and we'll talk about that here in a little bit. Super proud of him. He's been pursuing his work and he's been making his living off of that out here.
That is incredible if he's making a living off of it.
Yeah, he licenses his music, for commercials, trailers, and then he also has his own personal projects and works with other people. And then my youngest brother is about to finish dental school in Oklahoma.
Completely different, but that's awesome.
Yeah, and kudos to him. And Yeah, that's the fam.
I think the ultimate richest person I've ever known was a dentist, but like a dental surgeon.
Ah,
So they make insane amount. I had no clue. Visited this my friend's sister's husband.
yeah.
I had no clue. I'm like, what? So he must be some sort of crazy doctor. No, dental guy. And he had like 15 rooms. The first time I ever got to ride inside a Bentley, like a
Whoa.
huge Bentley. Yeah.
He must have been a good surgeon then. A very specific type of surgeon.
Yeah, I
I'm
think
scared.
it's like just dental surgery for whatever reason.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know what kind, but yeah, that was the most.
Yeah.
Out of everyone I've seen that's been rich, he was the most rich I've ever seen.
If you go on the street, if I were to like to go into be a doctor, I would do a dentist just for the hours.
Yeah,
Like, just
doctor
general
seems
dentistry.
like a nightmare, dude. But it's so beautiful what they do.
Yeah, like an ER surgeon.
Oh, yeah.
I would either want to do that, the extreme level, or like
Chill.
like general. What is it called? General practitioner, where you come to his office or her office, like
Like a nurse, basically.
yeah, Monday through Thursday, and be like, yo, what's up? Everything okay? It's like, oh, I don't handle that. You need to go to a specialist.
Blood pressure? That's someone else.
That's someone else. Yeah. Oh, you broke your. Oh, that's fractured. You need to go to someone else. I don't do that. Yeah. Oh, you should go to urgent care.
Yeah.
They'll get you
There's
quicker.
one down the street.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's the fam, and you got an older brother, and
Just one older brother, yeah.
That's cool. You guys close?
Yeah, we're super close.
That's awesome.
Like to me, he's always been my hero. Like I would,
Oh.
mimic everything he did. Like he played guitar, so I want to learn how to play guitar. He would sing, and I wanted to learn how to sing. He would do all these things I was trying to learn from
Oh, I
him.
love that, man.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. So what's going on with the music? Do you have an album coming out or
So we have, do you know Browse?
Browse?
Yeah, so we did King and Sting. We did, it was a white rapper contest, basically.
Yeah.
But it wasn't really a white rapper contest, but everyone that submitted to the rap contest was white. There was like, maybe two other people that weren't white, but so then I think Brendan and Theo called it just a white rapper contest. Anyways, this guy named, this guy has like pretty thick eyebrows. So Brendan immediately is like, dude, that's Lil Brows. That's Lil Brows. Just to make fun of him, right?
Right.
So he would he would kill it. He would destroy everyone on the stuff, on the, every entry he did.
Wow.
So he won that whole competition. And then I was like, dude, you're actually really talented. He's like, you're talented. So we ended up working together. So we did a King and the Sting album that actually had over 1 million streams already, which is insane. It was like a comedy type of album.
Wow.
Yeah. And then we did a Thicc Boy album so both of them have like real guests too. I don't even know who Jelly Roll is.
Jelly Roll, no.
He's a huge dude, tattoos on his face. He's blown up right now, like super big. But we got to do a track with him. There's a guy named Mike Stud who's also on the album.
Mike Stud, I know him. I know that name.
He was like an athlete that got injured, and then I think he played baseball. He was really good, and then he started doing rap.
Oh, he's that guy who goes, my bitch got a body like Al, but no, that's somebody else.
I don't know.
That's somebody else.
I don't know.
That's
But that
somebody
sounds
else.
cool, man. I don't know.
I
His catchphrase is like, "You ready?" It says, "You ready?"
okay, maybe not.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But he's big too. But there's a bunch of people on the album.
I'm embarrassed. I just tried to rap a rap lyric right now.
I mean, it's just my bitch is what?
My bitch got a body like Alba. What up, dog? I'm the alpha. No.
Jessica Alba, huh?
Yeah, Jessica Alba.
Yeah.
That was the.
TikTok.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
The comments are gonna eat me up on that one. That's fine. Okay.
So, anyways, we did a couple albums, and now me and him have done songs together. We're working on another album, just an actual, real, legit album.
Yeah.
Just me and him, and we've already done we've toured, like Cleveland twice. We've done Austin. We did the Troubadour here in L.A. We did, a few different shows, but then now we're just kind of working on new music.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
And you did like some touring too, which I think is also cool. My brother was telling, he tour managed for a band called Sports for a little bit, just for that experience. And the touring life, oh my gosh, I hear it from comedians, and from the uber successful comedians tour experience to the just building themselves up, and it's a big difference.
Yep.
And with bands too, it feels like a huge struggle. Was your tour experience hopefully a positive one?
It was. I love it all the time. By the way, I drink.
Yeah.
Lil Brows is completely sober, so he's cool with me drinking.
Yeah.
And he does it. So when we're on tour, I just like to enjoy. So we're actually, we go check into a hotel. I'll go to a bar. He'll hang out. We'll drink. So to me, it's just like a fun getaway from actual real work that I have to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love touring.
That's
Yeah.
good. That's
Even
good
if
to hear.
it's like really busy, we got to do this and this. I love it.
That's awesome to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like an amazing type of lifestyle, doing something you love to do, and then just
And doing it.
going from city to city, because there's a different energy. Whenever I go work in a different city, I love that because there's an energy you get whenever you, like, for instance, I shot a commercial for, I think it was Best Buy in Minneapolis, St. Paul, like the Twin Cities they call it. You guys know that? I don't know. Maybe not.
I don't. But I heard Twin Cities.
Yeah. And so I like walking around in the city and just feeling the vibe of the place and like going around. And I try to use that energy whenever I'm about to work as well. So I don't know if you feel that whenever you go to a city. You're
100%,
like, okay, cool.
dude. Yeah, well, as soon as we wake up, get coffee, and we'll just walk around. Especially if stuff's in walking distance, we'll just go tour.
Yeah.
Just walk around everywhere. Eat, chill. Yeah.
I like that. There's something.
It's so fun, dude.
There's something for the artist in me that gets fulfilled doing that. I don't know how to. Something gets cultivated. I can't really put my finger on it, but yeah.
I mean, I'm sure you're picking up the energy of the city too, and seeing all the new stuff that you probably haven't seen around here.
Yeah.
It's all good stuff to do. And plus, I'm sure you try different foods from different places, and that's also a cool experience.
Yeah, that's actually my favorite thing to do. New York City, I love working, but New York City is so crowded. It's so, I mean, it's a lot for me. And I've been there multiple times, and I'll work there. If there's jobs there, I'll work there. But it's not my favorite city in the world to work in.
Is it because it's too packed?
Yeah, man, the vibe is just too, like,
Too much.
I feel like that the whole time I'm there. And, yeah, I just
That's
not, yeah, I like
interesting.
my car, too. I like driving, being in my space. And there's not a lot of space in New York.
Yeah, I remember trying to get a cab. I visited New York twice. I remember trying to get a cab. This is before Uber was around. It was a nightmare. And I don't know what it was. Maybe they just didn't like the way I looked. I don't know. I think I had a shaved head back then too, so maybe I looked like trouble. But it was such a nightmare just to get a cab. Yeah, I just remember that.
I don't know what it would be like anymore. Or, well, did I ever take a cab? I mean, if I was in a foreign city, yeah, I would definitely take a cab. But, like, Uber has made stuff so convenient.
Yeah, thank God for Uber.
Oh, my gosh. Have you been to Chicago?
Oh, yeah, I've been.
Yeah, it's like a good mix of Midwest and big city.
Yes, I actually went for my birthday. My ex took me to the Great Lakes. So it's around that area, right?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah,
so
it's
we
right
went to Lake Superior or something like that, whatever. And we did like a van life type thing for the weekend for my birthday. So that was super dope. To be like, you're like in the city and then you're in this like nature area. So that was pretty cool.
Oh, that's something else I love about your stuff, man. You go fishing at Big Bear. You love camping.
I'm surprised you see this stuff. That's cool, man.
Yeah, of course.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah. I've been following you for a little bit now, but I want to do that stuff more often. And whenever I see you post it, it's always a friendly reminder to like tell myself, hey, make time for this because this is what you love to do. And I need that. I need nature. I love mountains. So
Have you gone so when you were younger, did you go camping and stuff like that? Or did you go hiking?
not when I was younger too much. I mean, it's only happened more consistently since I've been out here in LA and been on my own.
Dang, when you're in LA, that's when it's hitting you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure you miss it more when you're, not around it though. So
Yeah, well, I mean, I was born in a specific area in Syria where we're from the mountains. And so there's something where I love mountain life. There's something, I don't know, I for the longest time I would go up Wisdom Tree Trail in Griffith Park.
okay, I don't.
It's like the farthest west part, and I'd just go pre-dawn run up the mountain and watch the sunrise. And I was like, this is like my favorite time.
Yeah, it's such a refresh. Whenever, if I go camping, even if it's just for a day or two, like just to be out there by the lake, just fishing and whatever. You speak about energy, like that type of energy is the type that kind of calms you down and refreshes you.
Yeah.
So it's definitely worth going to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you gone fishing recently?
The most recent one was maybe a month ago.
Okay.
Yeah, but not in the places I want to go. I want to go further out in nature. I went to a place called Santa Ana River Lakes. It's literally a lake that they just made. It looks like a huge pool, and it's between freeways, or it's in the middle of like all these freeways. You could see cars and semi trucks passing by. But I'm gonna get something. I'm just gonna enjoy this, get a little bit of that.
Yeah.
And yeah, it feels good too.
That's good.
Yeah, with some fire. cooking.
Best.
Yeah.
Late at night, just to.
Yeah, fire pit, just eating food, chilling. Yeah,
It's
the
so
best.
different from LA life, and I think
Yes.
that's what's important.
You gotta have, you need some of that time, that nature time for sure.
Balances
Especially
you out.
you're a creative person. I think that's huge for creatives. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You have, it seems, I was watching some of your vlogs, especially during COVID, were really interesting to watch because of a day in the life of a podcast producer, which I love. A day in the life and whatever. Usually, there's a guy who does Paulo from Tokyo.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I love that guy, and we message each other on Instagram too.
Seriously?
Yeah, because he watches some of the shows.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
And I was like, dude, your videos are insane. The way he produces them, he's
Yeah.
badass. Yeah.
They're so, and by the way, I love Tokyo. I don't know. Have you been to Japan,
No, that's one of my dream places to go.
bro? Let's go.
Let's go. When can you ever go though? I'm trying to think to myself. The only time I could ever go is if the guys I work for, if they are out for like 2 weeks or for the foreseeable future. Since I joined the shows, I was like, I'm never gonna have a vacation. It's
Yeah.
never gonna happen unless they go somewhere.
Or you go, hey, I need this time off.
If I did, I don't know what's gonna happen with the
Oh,
shows.
sure.
That's
Oh,
the
God.
only
Oh,
problem.
Maybe bank some episodes. I don't know.
I know.
You know why? It's the one place in the world where anybody goes, if you could live anywhere, would you? I always say Japan.
How many times you been?
Twice. And
Lucky dude.
it's the first time was with me and my two best friends. We actually did a review on it, the Japan trip episode, and it was not just a trip to go, but we wanted to watch master craftsmen at their jobs and see what we could apply to acting. And we found that we
Nice.
were like booking more work after we came back.
What?
Yeah. And also you're with two of your really good friends. So we're laughing and being silly gooses at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And it was an incredible experience. And the recent time I went by myself because it was just an opportunity to go. And it was so cheap. Oh, my God.
Cheap?
Cheap.
I would not expect it to be cheap.
I know, but the dollar was strong. And they had not opened their borders to tourists because of COVID.
Yeah.
So hotel nights with like really nice hotels, $35, $30 a night.
Insane.
Not like nothing. I was expecting to spend a lot more.
Yeah.
Plane tickets were cheap, $800 one way. Same, like you can do it cheap there. So the dollar was strong, and it was just, man, it's just an incredible place. The care and attention for their community. A lot of people, and I know it's not perfect. They have a lot of issues as well, but man, one place in the world, Japan.
You know, so one of my closest friends, he's an ophthalmologist.
What's that?
It's like an eye doctor.
Oh,
it's
ophthalmologist.
Like
Okay,
it's like
okay.
it's not an optometrist. It's like more.
Oh.
You have to do more studies or something for it.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't even know why I brought that up. But anyways, he's been to Japan. He's been to Japan twice. He's Korean.
Yeah.
He's Korean. And then, I don't know if you know the history of Korea and Japan. So there's like a lot of
tension.
turmoil. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyways, it's deep within us too. I don't know what it is. They call it Han sometimes. Like yeah. But even my parents to this day, they're like, if you really fall in love with a Japanese girl, okay, but just try not to go. Let's try to veer away from Japan. So that's how much it's really it's deep inside them. So anyway, so he went to Japan. He's been to Korea multiple times. He's like, dude, I don't know what I love better, Japan or Korea. And I think he leans towards Japan. I'm like, dude, I can't wait to go. I want to go so badly. When you did the Craftsman, what kind of stuff did you see?
Okay,
Like,
this is gonna sound bizarre,
Yeah.
but my friend used to work as a barista, and he got me introduced to being a coffee snob. He would tell me what a pour over is, and I'm like, I just want a sweet coffee. And he's like, no, let me show you the difference and all that stuff. And I became obsessed with it. So we went to the best coffee shops in Japan, and oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm forgetting it. Please, Zeke, you have to look this up because it is literally the best coffee shop in the world. It's located in Tokyo. If you can just pull up a list, perhaps on my Instagram, but probably not. So we went to these, they brewed the coffee, and they knew everything about the coffee, and the way they talked about it, the care of how much they understood about the bean. This place we went to, keep going down. It's nope. Keep going down. Oh, up Cafe Mamea. There
That's
it
the one?
is. There it is. But that's
That looks-
different. That's a different flagship store. The one I'm talking about, it's in the middle of the neighborhood. Just a little black box in the neighborhood. You're like, what is this place? You walk in, and it's this little podium square, and there's like 3 employees wearing white lab coats, and I'm like, oh, there's a coffee spirit guys. Yeah, they're wearing stuff like this. They look like coffee spirits. I don't know how to explain it, you know.
Yeah.
And we went up there, and they asked us, what language do you speak? And they spoke like 7 different languages.
What?
And then it'd be like, oh, English, great, welcome. Is this your first time here? And they broke down. They were like, we're not growers, we're not roasters, we just brew the coffee. And they went through their whole spiel. They talked about their beans they have. They asked us, what do we like? And the care and attention, they were like, this one is good as an espresso, and we boil it at this temperature and pour over, etc., etc. And it was so much detail and care, and the way, oh my God, it was so overwhelming. But when you'd watch them start brewing, it was attention to detail. Everything was for a purpose. There was no fat in what they did, and you're like, whoa, how can now we parallel that to acting or our craft? And absolutely amazing. I smelled coffee beans that smelled like chocolate covered raspberries, but when you drank the coffee, it was like licorice, almost like a cough drop was dropped in there, and it tasted sweet. And we're like, is there sugar in there? It's like, no, this is the bean. And we're like, blown away by this. Are we out of time on Adobe Radio?
Keep going.
Keep going. Okay, cool.
I could tell how much you're actually moved by that, by the way you're describing it.
Because you know when you see something good, don't you get excited? Like, this is right.
If I'm really into
Yeah, that's what I feel like with like maybe a song. There's some intricacy in the song.
I'll cry, dude. I'll cry like crazy.
That feeling, I'm like, oh man, it's like a shining light in this what sometimes feels like a very shitty dark world, you know, or a dark circumstance. And that's what I get excited about. That's where like part of my passion comes from. So yeah.
That's cool, man.
Yeah,
super cool. I like when we say this dark world that we're living in. Like whenever I see myself feeling crappy, like going through a breakup or losing an opportunity or whatever, I remember, or just even not feeling good, like feeling not healthy for whatever reason. I'm like, I have my fingers, I have my toes, got my hands, my feet. There's people out there that don't. There's people out there that don't have certain things, and I'm like, I'm super lucky. I'm just lucky to be here.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's one of the best perspectives to have. And I think the universe unfolds itself to you in a much more gracious and generous way when you start shifting your perspective like that.
Yeah, and then you start wanting to do more for people too, right?
Yes.
Like more philanthropic kind of stuff.
Dude, I'm so generous.
You know what's weird about that?
I'll let you finish that thought. We're out of time on Adobe Radio, but the show continues on. If you want to keep listening or watching, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. It'll be available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube tomorrow morning. Thanks for tuning in live to the Adobe Radio. The show continues on. Sorry, go ahead.
No. What the hell was I saying?
Generous.
So
yeah.
This is a weird. There's conflict for me, like a personal conflict. So if you, like, say you want to donate stuff or do something in charity, some sort of charity, it's like, if you talk about it, it kind of inspires people to do it too. But if you talk about it, it kind of like, oh, you're trying to get clout or something like that. So I'm always constantly like, should I post about this shit? And that I never do, though. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
But then, it does inspire people sometimes to do it as well. But it's like a weird balance.
I have a thought on that. That's not my business what your intention is.
Mm-hmm.
My business is my perspective on the matter and how that could possibly affect me or my community around me. So when I see, like, here's a great example, Mr. Beast.
Yeah.
That dude his heart is made of gold.
Yes.
And yeah, he posts everything he does generously, but he lives a lifestyle where you're like, oh, you're for real.
Yeah.
You're doing this to make more money, to give more money away.
He's incredible.
And you can tell that he's going to keep doing this. Like, nobody's going to stop him from filming any of this stuff, you know? Mm-hmm. And I think it's the way that you do it and also your intention behind it. Like I said in the beginning, like, it's in your heart. You know whether you're doing it for clout.
Mm-hmm.
You know if you're posting about it and you're happy that, hey, I got to help people, and if you want to help people, you can donate this too. Awesome. Thumbs up. Or, hey, there's this soup kitchen I was at. I shot some footage for it. we had a blast. Maybe this will make somebody get excited to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Then do that. Like, I'm sure you know that you'll never avoid the negative comments on anything you do or post. Like, that's just the world we live in.
Yep.
And it's unfortunate that people feel that kind of darkness in their hearts to immediately go to that. And maybe sometimes it's just pure ignorance too. And so that's their business.
Mm-hmm.
That's not on me. There was a great TikTok. I watch clips of movies a lot, and sometimes I don't watch the whole film. I'll just watch clips of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
On
So,
YouTube. For
yeah,
sure.
yeah, same. And there was this clip I saw off TikTok.
Shit. Sorry,
We gotta
guys.
get new mics.
I'm sorry.
Oh, everything's falling down.
everything's
Is that a
falling
ghost? No, that was Zeke. You know what? I do want to try those mics, the ones that you have, Peyton. See if those would work better. Yeah.
It's just my hands, dude. Don't worry about
Long
it.
arms.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was this thief or this criminal had come to this bishop's house, and he gave him a place to stay and everything, and then the criminal ends up stealing the silverware, and the bishop's servant or whoever, she's like, "Oh my God, I can't believe you let him do it." And she's like, "That's not my business. That's between him and God. Like, that's not.
Okay.
That's my job was to offer this person who needed help a place to sleep.
Yeah.
And what he does after that is not between me and him. That's,
I like that.
You know, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, that's right. So sometimes, I'll be completely honest with you, you know, we have a homeless problem in LA.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I don't want to give money. Like I just don't want to. Sometimes I do.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just a feeling I go off of, and sometimes I'm like, you know what? I had a really good day. This guy, it's not my business, but here you go.
Yeah.
You know, there you go, man. I had a good day. I want to share that blessing.
Yeah.
There's a great saying, plant trees you'll never see the shade of. And I think that's one of the most deep, meaningful purposes
Yeah.
of humans. That's our job. Because if we stop doing that, everybody dies.
Just like that.
Yeah, everybody dies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's dope. I love that saying. And have you heard of leave people better than you found them?
Ooh.
I love that one too. Yeah. It's like anyone you meet, just leave them better than you found them.
Even interns that mess up.
No, listen. By the way,
He said no.
if they mess up too many times and then you fire them, right? Or
Yeah.
they're interns, so essentially they're not really working, right?
Right.
For the money at least.
Right.
If you fire them, you're giving them a better path because they have to learn from that and grow. If they mess up constantly, like if they're terrible. Why do you keep looking over there?
I'm just looking over there, man. Yeah, I'm just looking at our intern Zeke. That's all. I'm just curious.
He's been great.
He has.
He's got facts, yeah.
Yeah, he
Thanks,
does.
man.
He has been great. Yeah, he's still on. He's in his second phase of probationary period, but it's been great.
How long has it been so far?
8 months,
Damn.
Yeah.
almost a year.
I interned for like 2 years at a music studio. Like if you really want it,
You're like, shut up, Chin. Shut up, Chin. What are you doing, man?
he paid for lunch though. He paid for lunch. Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
All right.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Okay. I haven't seen these videos yet, and so they're put together by Mr. Zeke here, and we like to watch videos with our guests sometimes. And sometimes, I'll be honest with you, it's a hit and miss.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
That's all good.
Yeah, this is where it gets
Just
nervous.
random videos?
They
Yeah.
can be intense.
Okay.
So, well,
Sounds so terrible.
yeah. So we'll see.
It's like porn or something?
No.
No,
Come on,
no,
man.
no.
We're trying to stay monetized here on YouTube.
No.
No,
Hold on.
they're not that bad.
Gosh dang.
Yeah.
Hold on.
By the way, let me know when you're ready.
Yeah, I will.
I will.
I'll talk to you after the show, but just some tips for not getting demonetized. If you have any for us, let us know.
Oh, dude. I'm the worst at it. It just happens, man.
I've heard you guys talk about it in the beginning of your shows a
We
couple
had
times.
to change a bunch of stuff. Dude.
That's what I want to talk to you
Yeah.
about, because I think it's becoming a little unfair.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, we don't. Obviously, I'm worried now
I'm
that
surprised you get demonetized.
if we curse in the first bit, yeah, and then also, and sometimes I'm thinking, okay, maybe it's the content of what we're talking about. It's not interesting, because I always try to reflect on the show. Can we make it better too? You know, it's not just blaming it on outside sources. Like, is there something we can do to make the content better? But sometimes it feels a little like
No, dude, it's
we
like
played like 2 seconds of this audio. Like now we're demonetized. Like
it doesn't
come on.
make any sense. I think it's an AI technology that it just catches things, just algorithmically.
Yep.
But I've tested it. I've tested the whole don't cuss in the first minute or so, or 3 to 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So I tried to like think off the top of my head. I'm like, okay, so I'll just do a vlog intro of the guys doing stuff behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Those videos sometimes they'll get flagged, and then I'll test it with them cussing right off the bat, and it's good to go. It makes no sense. I have no idea what's going on.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's good to know.
Yeah.
We'll
It
just
sucks.
keep doing
I mean,
this,
but
yeah.
usually when you appeal, usually it gets appealed. However, if it's limited, whatever it says limited ads because of whatever might be in the content.
Yeah.
If it gets to that point, YouTube doesn't push the video out as much, so less people will see it. So by the time you appeal it, it's kind of the damage is done.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We get a good live viewing for like the Thursday portion of our show. It's we're trying to like move our viewers a little bit to, the YouTube and the more podcast stations. Yeah.
Cool. I mean, I didn't know. I found out it was live today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or yeah.
I
Live.
didn't know you guys went live.
Live-ish.
Yeah.
Live-ish.
Live-ish.
Or radio-ish, whatever. that is,
Radio. Yeah. All right.
All right, so this one, I just am going to give you a preface. This is a promotional video for the North Korean military.
Near and dear to me.
I saw it today, and I thought it was really interesting.
They are so.
Oh
yes.
Wow. Okay.
They're always shirtless.
Yeah, and the way they speak too, like dramatic Korean, they do that.
On purpose.
Yeah.
Okay.
It feels a little homoerotic, right?
I mean,
Perspective. Zeke.
A little bit.
I mean, if they were like hugging each other, that guy's just badass.
I mean, the propaganda behind that.
Yeah, it's all propaganda.
Dude, some of those stories behind the Vice one I saw. Have you seen that one?
The North Korea?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa,
It's
that was
all-
years
it's
ago.
like fake. Everything's like fake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I have no idea what's going on there. I feel so bad for the people that actually live there.
yeah.
It's terrible, man. Yeah.
It's yeah.
I'm going to... Well, we have a few this week, so I'm
Okay.
going to skip through them to the ones I think that are best. So
Okay.
here's another one.
All right.
That looks like it's automatically something's gonna happen. Yep.
Oh my.
Oh, that's, dude.
Wait, keep watching.
That's one of my nightmares too. I mean, that's jacked up, but it is kind of funny, right?
Wesam loves
Hold
pain
on.
videos.
Are these all Asian?
No,
Okay.
no, that wasn't
Was that Asian?
Yeah.
No, that wasn't Asian.
That was Asian.
No, that was probably like a Middle Eastern country. I don't know.
That was.
Shit, I'm so sorry.
No, it's all good, dude.
Yeah. I'll talk. to
North
you after.
Korea, Japan.
Like, what are you doing?
No. Hey, man.
Oh my gosh.
Hey.
Zeke, I think it's time.
Oh, no.
8 months.
Oh man, I
That's
just got
kidding.
so warm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. All right, let's keep
All
going.
right, we're going to skip this
Is
one.
there an Asian woman there too?
Oh,
Wait,
no.
why are we skipping that one?
Because I want to. There was a bunch, so I want to go through them. I want to go through them quickly. Okay. Well, do we have time? Do you want?
We have time.
Okay.
Yeah,
all
yeah,
right.
play 'em.
All right.
We got time.
Then we'll keep going. This one. All right. Here
right.
we go. Wait. Let me go back.
This
Just,
is a
just
local
a
news
little bit.
station.
Yeah.
Okay.
In North Dakota.
Gay. Fucking shit.
Hang on, Van Chu. You may have seen our newest AJ on in North Dakota News, and he'll be joining the.
Does he not know they're live?
My co-anchor. Tell us a little bit about yourself, AJ.
Thanks, man. I'm very excited. I graduated from West Virginia University.
Dude.
I'm used to it, from being from the East Coast.
Dude.
Welcome aboard, AJ.
Thanks.
Go for it.
Fatal ATV crash happened yesterday.
Oh my gosh, it goes into a fatal ATV crash.
Dude.
That
The
guy.
way he started out,
I know.
he was like,
So is he that nervous, or what do you think
Yeah.
happened?
yeah.
Dude, he must have. First of all, You're about to go live. Stop practicing.
I know.
Out loud. She's right next to you. Fucking shit. I can't.
Could you imagine if you started out the episodes like that? Fucking shit.
That would be
okay.
hilarious if you did.
That's one of my favorite videos, and I can say for a fact he did get fired after that.
Oh, you've seen it before?
Yeah.
That
And
sucks.
it's heartbreaking, but I'm pretty sure he's still doing that for a living. He did
Good
find
for
like
him.
another place and everything. He was brought on Ellen and everything. And
Oh,
that helped
that's
him
dope.
get noticed.
wow.
So yeah.
That's a happy
he's
ending.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
after
too.
that, he did unfortunately get fired. Like after
Yeah.
like his first day.
Of course.
Damn.
I mean, it
it's
makes
just-
sense, but it sucks.
Yeah.
You're super nervous. I mean, have you ever done it? I'm sure, like in auditions and stuff like that, just like froze or anything, or you just you're good,
What are you talking
cool as a cucumber,
dude?
Wow.
smoking.
What a guy.
Let's see. Bad audition. I mean, next week is our bad audition tapes with my manager's coming on the show next week. One of my managers, yeah, and
You
that'll
have
be fun.
Multiple managers.
Yeah,
Damn.
like the management team. So yeah, we're
Killing it,
they call me
dude.
primetime big time.
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know if you knew
Seems
that.
like it.
Yeah.
Your energy alone.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'm generous.
You're super generous, philanthropic.
I don't even know what we were talking about. Oh yeah, bad auditions. Have I ever frozen up? No.
It seems like you haven't. Yeah.
No.
You're pretty good.
Yeah, if I mess up, I own it, or I make it into an improv, or I go, you know what? Let's take it from the top, and then I'll just go back into it.
Have you ever been like an introvert, or have you always been like an extrovert?
I've become more introverted as I've gotten older. I grew up pretty strict. My parents owned a restaurant, you know, very old school mentality, but learned a lot of good ethics stuff and work ethic things. But I was very extroverted in high school because that's the only time I could really express myself, I felt like. And so that happened more with acting. I got to be more
Yeah.
extroverted. But in terms of now, I don't want to. This is how I want to meet people
Yeah.
and talk with them. And if it's at like a convention or anything, it's really hard for me to like, because I don't want to talk, because everybody's, I get people are, I don't know if you've experienced this, but you're like they'll come up to me and be like this. I'll give you an example. And I appreciate it. I don't want to come off unappreciative, but what have you done? You're an actor. Oh, that's awesome. And saying your resume, it just feels like I don't know how to do that comfortably yet. Yeah.
But your personality though, you're even when you're a kid, you're pretty outgoing, extroverted.
Yeah.
You and me are completely the other way around. Like I was super, super shy.
As a kid?
Complete introvert, yeah.
Okay.
Then as I got older, I started to be more extroverted. Yeah.
okay.
But it's still inside me. Like
Yeah.
I get nervous all the time before going on stage.
Yeah.
Like it never goes away from me. Yeah. But I wish I could be like you to do that stuff. And I've frozen before on like singing auditions.
Really?
Lost all the lyrics or lost all the words. I'm like,
Oh my gosh, that's the worst.
and I'm like, okay, bye. I just walked around, turned around, and said bye.
You know what I have done on stage? And this is back in college. I've woken up, and I'll tell you what I mean by that. With theater, you rehearse it so many times, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times, that sometimes you go into automatic mode, and you come out of that. And I didn't know where I was. I was doing a play called The Laramie Project, and it's just a bunch of monologues. People come up. I was in the middle of my monologue, and I literally wake up, and I don't know if I'm in the beginning, the end, or in the middle, anywhere. I'm just like, and I just start talking again. I'm like, I hope to God
You're on the right one.
I'm the right. But and the scary thing is, you don't go off stage. Everybody sits back in their chairs for like the whole duration of the play. So the whole time I'm just like sweating. I'm like,
Did I do the right part?
did I seem like a crazy person just then on stage? So yeah, that was probably the only time.
Oh, how old are you?
College, so 19,
Okay.
maybe.
That's
Yeah.
the only time?
That's the only time I can remember waking up on stage, like where I'm like, oh crap, yeah,
That's
yeah. But
cool.
I don't know. I don't know why. Do you rehearse a lot with your songs and your lyrics?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So even when I was I did competition.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Oh, that's good.
So I was in an R&B group and we did a couple competitions. I would rehearse nonstop, and then sometimes the guys couldn't show up.
Yeah.
So I'd be like, "Come on, guys, we have to practice." I would practice more than anyone, and even still, I practiced on stage. I would forget like a little piece of the lyrics. I'm like, "What the? How is this possible?"
yeah.
Because of the nerves. I think the nerves just kind of overtake you sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I wish I could be more like you, where it's just
Yeah.
cool as a cucumber.
Maybe not messing up, but maybe in the beginning when I was like nervous for big producer sessions, but eventually that goes away. I think at a certain point, like you have to, I don't know, this is like, I feel like this is what I'm meant to do. And I'm also doing it not just for myself. And I think that's important too. Yeah. So, yeah.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna skip over. Should I skip this one?
No,
let's do
we're
it.
having a good
Okay,
time.
let's
Yeah,
keep
we're
going.
good. Yeah.
All right.
I'm not gonna fire you, I swear.
Okay, all right.
I swear.
All right.
Oh, he's smashing his.
Why do I remember this?
5.
Took him 5 smashes.
The good news is he's got plenty of other rackets.
These announcers are a little salty.
Oh,
That's going to get the treatment as well. 3.
those are so expensive too. I bet.
Okay.
That is insane. I know
What's
you
going
get.
on?
Well, this is
I think you
getting
get fined
out of
for
hand
this as well.
Yeah.
No.
What do you think about this behavior?
I mean, that's lack of self-control, right?
Yeah.
Where his mindset is at right now.
But I mean, I don't know what's going on with him.
No, I think that's
Anger management, maybe?
no. You said it, self-control. I think that's important.
Yeah.
I think that's really important.
It's that's like he went back to his childhood and throwing a tantrum.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not mature enough.
No.
Yeah.
That's
All right,
unfortunate.
we'll keep it rolling.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
This guy looks familiar.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. So this, you'll be surprised. So you'll see.
I'll be surprised.
Yeah.
I'll figure this out. Don't
Are you
worry.
ready? All right. Ready? Can you
I
hear?
can hear this one. Yeah, it's
Okay,
all good.
okay.
Baby, lock them doors and turn the lights down.
Oh, snap.
Went back in time.
What happened?
Baby, lock them doors and turn the lights down.
Oh, damn. Yeah. Twist. I love this song too.
I did too.
Josh
I
Turner.
respect that.
What's
I
up?
like his little,
Yeah.
like he's still having fun with it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
he
It's
really
funny.
he looks like someone that would do that in the beginning.
Yeah,
without a doubt.
Because he's toothless and like.
Yeah.
So he's a hack him on it.
Yeah, we know.
Just because he's
we got it,
toothless.
Zeke.
I don't know.
we saw it.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I just thought it was a good surprise at the end.
It was. It was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. We'll move on to the next.
Great
one.
work, man.
All right. Here we go. We have. Yeah. Here we go.
Okay. He's singing some song.
This is Miguel.
Oh, I remember this. And he just goes,
Yeah.
Oh.
Just keeps going. She walked off.
Oh, is she okay?
she was not okay. And then he holds her.
Dude, just
That's show business, man. You
on
gotta
with
keep
the
going,
show.
right? You gotta keep going. But I feel bad for that girl, dude.
She took the brunt of it, man.
Yeah. Two? Oh my God. And then he comforted the one that didn't get hurt.
Yeah.
He's like, I got you,
Because she
baby.
could
Oh
still
my
breathe.
No, dude, he didn't sound. Well, he sounded bad, right? His singing.
Yeah.
what is-
Yeah, I can't. My
At
singing
that-
is terrible.
At
so I
that
can't
point,
really-
I'm just paying attention to the
Yeah.
Yeah.
to the leg slam. All right, this one was trending today. I don't know if you saw it, but this is
Yo.
Lady Gaga.
Oh my God, what is going on?
Is she gonna throw up?
Oh yeah.
Wait, no, she's not. She's not gonna throw up. Is she? Oh my
Why
God.
is it blue?
What? Okay. Let's stop. This
No,
is
no.
like.
What the? Okay, that's why.
Hey man, it's performance art.
I mean, that's not even sexy or anything. It's just gross.
No, yeah, exactly.
And why is it green?
Okay.
That's not art, man. That's just nasty.
I know.
This
I
is like
agree.
modern art, which is my least favorite type of modern art. Why do you think people? Honestly, and you're closer to the music world. I'm not saying actors can't be crazy because they are crazy. But why do you think sometimes with, I guess artists, yeah, in general, they go off the deep end like this into what they think is edgy, maybe?
I don't know. I think sometimes the fame is just so huge.
Yeah.
They just don't think like the rest of us. But I don't know. Yeah.
That actually could play into it, the fame thing.
The fame thing. Have you guys seen Vin Diesel's Instagram?
Oh my God! We're going fishing. We're going fishing, and we're gonna talk about Vin Diesel's Instagram. They don't live in the same world as us.
No, he's complete. He seems like a nice guy, but he's completely so famous. He doesn't know what he's doing.
I fucking knew it. I knew I liked you.
I know I liked you too.
Did you see his Putin posts that he
No.
had deleted?
I didn't.
Should I look it up?
I follow him too, so I missed it somehow.
I should have screenshotted these things because they lasted a few minutes only, and they were like that Gardner chick who was like
They're gone. You got
they're gone.
yeah they're not
Google image.
the girl who they exchanged in the prisoner release swap recently. She
Oh,
was
Brittany Griner.
Brittany
Yeah.
Griner. Sorry, I said Gardner. He posted something like, "Putin, please release her," and it was a photo of Brittany as a kid, and it was just so like weird, and it's like, Putin, you know the right thing to do, or something like that. And
Dude, come on, Vin Diesel.
I'm like, you think he's looking at your Instagram? It's what is this?
He is such a trip.
You know who else is a trip? And I'm sure you follow him, Jean-Claude Van Damme.
I don't follow him, but he's definitely a trip. He was just recently at the Bellator event.
Okay.
And he was like trying to kiss someone on the cheek, and it was just being awkward. It was really weird. I didn't get to see the footage, but I was actually at the event, but I didn't see it. But he was there.
His Instagram, it's some of his videos are, I don't know, what feels like an hour and a half movie of him just sitting on a patio drinking an espresso, dancing for a few moments, and then that's it. That's what he's doing, and it's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I love it.
But yeah, it's so much fun to watch.
It is.
Like Vin Diesel especially is so much fun to watch because I think he's just completely he's not in touch with reality at all.
No.
Yeah.
Would I work with him? Absolutely.
Dude,
I'm sure he's a nice
I'm a huge
guy.
fan.
Yeah.
I was a fan of his early stuff too. He used to direct and produce his own stuff.
You know he's good in Chronicles of Riddick? He's actually really good in that.
I used to love those, yeah.
Yeah. I think that's his best work.
Mm-hmm. Pitch Black was his first one with but those are from the Riddick thing.
Okay.
Pitch Black, and it's kind of like continues on the.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm not that deep into it.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. All right.
There's Knockaround guys. You should check that out.
Okay.
It's like mob people. Yeah.
All right.
This last one is a whole music video. I think that it's 3 minutes long. You might have seen it before, but I think it would be good for him to see it because this is, I don't know. We'll just we can stop it halfway through.
We can't watch the whole video.
Okay. Yeah. We'll go like first course.
First course.
Yeah.
All right.
Appetizer.
Let's do it.
It's one of my favorite cringe videos.
Lisa Gill. Is this Spanish or country?
Oh,
yeah.
Oh well.
Can you lower the volume just a little bit? Yeah. Zeke.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah,
got it. Oh, you got it. Okay, cool. I just want to try not to get demonetized.
Oh my God. This is definitely a joke video, right?
No, she's legit.
She's legit?
You know her husband paid for this music video and the recording.
Dude, it is so bad.
Just wait till the chorus hits. It's kind of catchy.
This is like Rebecca Black's mom.
Yeah.
This is where she serves
All right.
it. Yeah. Oh God.
This is so
You like that?
Midwest.
The chorus is catchy though.
Right. 3 second rule. It's so good.
Yeah.
You know what? Good for
It
her.
reminds me
Good
of
for her.
something.
Good for her.
Yeah.
She's doing what she loves.
For her.
Yeah, dude.
Good for her.
I wonder.
They're not in sync.
They're not in sync. They're not into it.
No.
That bothers me. This guy,
He doesn't
more
even wanna be
energy.
there.
No.
He doesn't
Well,
wanna be
he's
there.
in the front, so clearly he's got to be the best, right? They put him in the front. It's got to mean something.
And I'm also confused as to what the 3 second rule is. She doesn't really explain
know.
it. Like,
Yeah, what
it's
is
not
that?
dropping food on the floor. I don't know
No.
what it is.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah, I
Do
don't
I?
really know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
You know what it means.
Jen, thanks for coming on, man.
Hey man, thanks for having me. You guys are a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's our last video, so I guess that's how we're gonna end it.
Hey, man.
3 second rule.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you want more from me, Zeke?
I thought it would be good.
It was good. It was. I promise you, it was
Kinda
good.
It's stuck in my head now.
We
I
love
know.
it. We love it.
Yeah, thank you.
You're not getting fired, man.
3 more
Man.
months. It's a year. Just 3 more, right?
Yeah, and then we do a review process.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
it was supposed to be 6 months, and then I got the review process, and he said another 6 months.
Yeah.
Hey, that's fine, man.
You should have seen the first video he showed us. We could not air it.
Right.
Why?
It wasn't
It's
porn.
just
Oh,
no.
no.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was just offensive.
Oh yeah, it was so offensive.
Asian people again or
No,
something?
no, no,
I know
no.
how you like that.
No, not at all. No, not at all.
He's like, oh crap. Delete.
No, it was just too intense for our audience, I think.
That's fair. That's a fair way to put
Yeah.
it.
That's a
Because we're not your mom's house. Like, we can't get that gross or whatever.
Do you guys enjoy that stuff, by the way? I know it's a hugely successful podcast, but I can't watch those
No.
gross
Sometimes.
stuff.
chin.
Yeah.
We watched one.
I love it.
You love it.
I love. If Tom ever has the opportunity to come on this show,
Yeah.
I have a catalog of stuff that I want to show him. That not the gross stuff, but the people getting hurt things, the people screaming, which I think he would love. Which I enjoy so much.
People screaming.
Yeah, you ever see the guy? Well, maybe we shouldn't show, but it's a guy getting pinned to.
Oh, the parking. It's
Yeah.
like some garage or something.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
like, dude, you got a dark side, man.
You know what I'm talking about?
I know. I saw it. It was like it's uncomfortable, but it's funny. But it's
Yeah.
it's super uncomfortable because I
Oh.
like, dude, what did he? How many bones did he break? You know, like.
He's alive. He's fine, but like.
How do you know, dude?
Oh no, you can't die from that.
What about internal bleeding?
They
All
were
right,
to
man.
upload
You
the
should
video
You
then.
should probably
You gotta
just
be
find
positive.
out.
You gotta look on the brighter
That's
side.
true. That's
Yeah, you
true.
gotta be positive.
Yeah, get back to it. Yeah. I think that guy was Asian too.
Yeah, he was Asian. Shit.
Oh, dude. What
Please
did I
don't
walk
cancel
into?
me. Please don't cancel me,
That's
please.
all right.
Oh man, this was a lot of fun. Thanks
Yeah,
for coming
man.
on, man. If people want to check out your music or anything like that, where should they go?
I think just my Instagram has everything.
Cool.
Yeah.
Instagram and check out all the shows Chin produces.
Yeah.
They're all
There's
great.
a few. There's Fighter and the Kid, Shop Show, the Golden Hour that used to be king in this thing.
Yeah.
And then Food Truck Diaries. There's a bunch. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a few.
Yeah.
A few. I mean.
And yeah, dude. Thanks for coming on. Trying to think what else. Yeah.
Thanks for having me, dude. Really nice meeting you.
Oh,
I
nice
really
meeting you too.
Dude,
Thanks so
seriously.
much.
I'm vibing with you big time.
Yeah. Same here, man.
Yeah.
Same. Peyton, can you play us out? Awesome. Hey guys, thanks for tuning into the show. Really appreciate you. If this is your first time watching Wesam's World, thank you. Welcome. Leave a comment below if you liked something. If you think Zeke can improve on anything, let us know as well. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, like the video, and you can hit the bell icon if you want the latest updates to every one of our videos. We also are doing shorts now, which is pretty cool. And then we might be throwing in some extra stuff during the week. We'll see. Always remember to listen, think, and then talk. Bye, guys.